Douglas is a very straightforward person, very hardworking.
Douglas is an effective guy. He delivers on his promises.
He's an outgoing character. He's
easy to mingle with, a social person, he's welcoming, and he's a man of love.
He's pro people, he's jolly and very, very, very approachable. He's always smiling, he's always patting you on the back. He's that kind of person.
I have seen him in times of difficulties, and he sort of livens up the whole environment for everybody. He's a good man.
My dear friend Douglas. Douglas is a smart guy. You will always find him smart. I initially thought he was a lawyer for his...
Incidentally, Rotarian Douglas was mentored by me. I think he's a focused person. The more accurate word is an ambitious person whose ambition drives him to greater achievements.
I've interacted with Douglas for a long time. That's why I found him as an Audubonian, so we've been working in that direction. But also, I've been working with him in Rotary, even more closely when he got to learn that I would be his governor when he will be the president for the Rotary year 2019-2020. So I found him very particular in terms of planning and looking forward for his year of service.
Very strong character, very good when it comes to speech and...
Excellent. He's a good speaker, he's an orator, and we hope he's going to be a very good president.
Douglas is a mobilizer and is a very good organizer. I know him for having put together several functions for the Rotary Club of Muyenga.
He looks at you and talks to you right in your eye. I think it's some kind of what you see is what you get. He wants to move forward and all that. So I think he will make sure that the club progresses without having unnecessary delays on issues.
He's a person who is result-oriented, and he's a person who loves to leave a mark. I believe having that desire of leaving a mark is going to propel Douglas to work harder, to promote teamwork in our club, but at the same time, to celebrate a very good year of service at the end of his tenure in 2020.
For the Rotary Club of Muyenga, there is nothing like anyone would be appointed to be our president when it's not worth the mark. But Douglas is been a leader not only in Rotary, but in his profession, in sports. So I think he's a strong leader like other Rotary leaders we've had in the club are, and a great impression of him.
I started dating Douglas on campus. I know when I say that, yeah, everyone is going to calculate my years, but yeah, in 1997. So that's how long I've known Mr. Kabenge. And yeah, it's been a long, fruitful journey. We have since been blessed with bundles of joy. We have 5 children and the 6th is on the way. So if I was to choose another spouse, it would definitely be Doug. He's an amazing father. Homework, interacting with the teachers, attending sports days, going for visiting Sundays, talking to the school administrators. Doug is really the star. I don't have to do all that. Doug picks up, drops the children every day in, day out, year in, year out. He has done that from Carlton's, nursery days to now Clarissa, who we have currently. And I think that's one of the reasons he never told me he was going to join Rotary, because our setting had always been, more or less us.
We would always go to Hotel International for the fellowships every after class. And so I remember I'd always ask him to go in and find out what it's about, what is it that he does. But I would always be forced to stay and have a samosa or two.
Because Doug picks up the children every evening. That means Monday to Friday. Every Wednesday when he has fellowship, I have to pick up the children. And because I'm not used to doing that, it's something that initially used to bother me, and I would say, but my husband always does this for me. Now he has to go for fellowship. It was really from a selfish point of view, It's enabled Doug to meet very many people, and like I said, Doug is a people's person. So I'm glad he joined Rotary, because it then makes him live his life to the fullest. All I can tell him is that I'll support him all the way.
My dad loves the cheer of his children playing around. He loves a loud house. He loves a very well prepared dinner. He loves to sit back and watch a television program, but 30 minutes into it, you'll find him snoozing. He's the kind of dad who encourages you to reach your best potential. I want the professionalism of my dad. I want the warmth of my dad. I want the seriousness and the deliberation that you can see in him on a day-to-day basis. I want to have a mature mindset. I want to be a family person. I want to be a committed person. I want to be regarded as a good man.
I find Rotary amazing. I find the things that they do quite amazing and inspiring. I think it's truly service beyond self. I've learned a few things from my husband along the years, but I think of Rotary as a foundation that is worthwhile people's time in terms of what they do in respect to serving humanity and doing extraordinary things to help human beings.
To be a president of the largest club in the country and the district is an honor. But it's not only an honor, it's a responsibility. A responsibility that you're going to make sure that all parameters that define a good club continue growing. Membership, projects, you take the front line. Make sure that you really go out and inspire.
To be president of that club, you know, we are talking about a group of 120 people. All of them were leaders in their own right. There are people who have been everywhere, the people have done it all. So to be there, to try to be there, because actually you're pretending to be a leader of leaders. You've got to be extremely patient. You've got to be a very, very good listener. You've got to be accommodative of different views from different viewpoints. And me, as far as I can see, as far as I know, Douglas, he's got the capacity.
Muyenga is a mighty club. To be a president of the Rotary Club of Muyenga, in other parts of the world will be close to being a governor. To be a president is a calling of service. To be a president means that you are going to look out for every individual and you see that you can motivate them to doing that you want them to achieve during the year. But most importantly, is to be a president is to lead from the front. You never ask of anyone something that you cannot do yourself. And for Douglas, my friend, I hope that your calling for being a president is to move this club to being the most effective club on the continent.
You should be a person who is ready to learn, and after learning, you should be a person who is ready to teach others.
Many people see this word negatively, but I've always seen it as a very positive word, ambition. Without ambition, you cannot be driven to do anything. Ambitions drive to success. And I think this is what I see in Rotarian Douglas Kabenge. To think of yourself becoming a president only within 8 years, that's all driven by ambition.
It's a very big milestone for him, because out of 120, we are not yet halfway, and he's the president. So it means he's really up to the task.
The challenge would be balancing those views and picking out what is important and being able to shape your way forward. At the end of the day, what is important, you must take people along with you.
As a good leader, he copies from a number of other presidents and actors so that his presidency becomes successful. You must make friends.
The Rotary Club of Muyenga is a club that actually has moved from greatness to significance. So it is a club to reckon with. And if you want to be president of that club, then you really have to measure to the mark. And I can assure you that Douglas has measured to the mark, and we are ready for him, and he really deserves to be a president of that club.
Yeah, Douglas, you've got a chance to bring this club together. Everybody believes you've got the capacity to bring the club together. The club is good, just lacks a little bit of certain things here and there. And the important thing is to make it a little bit more close-knit. Let us all be one.
Honey, I just want to say congratulations. I'm glad you've made it to this day. All the best, Godspeed, and I'm sure you're going to do a great job. I believe your club chose well. You are the right person for this year, for this time. So good luck and Godspeed. Love you. Bye.
You are a very confident person, quite articulate in your communications, committed to what you do. If you take more of that, I'm sure your year will be a success. We are here, we'll work with you, and we'll support you all the way.
You know very well you have my support. You can count on me for any kind of advice. I'm ready to do any chore you think I should do for you in your period of your tenure. But Douglas, this is a club that has been waiting for a leader like you. Just continue what you've been doing best, and you will be successful. God is on your side if you remember to refer to him.
I remember you always taught me that it's important to know what counts in life, over and above knowing how to count. This is your time to shine. Good luck. All the best, Dad.
I wish you luck, and I wish you to lead the club successfully so that you make a name and you leave a mark as other presidents have done.
Every good thing that is going to happen in the club is going to be shared for everybody, but remember that any bad thing which is going to happen is going to be on you. Do not accept to be led, but you lead, and for us we shall support you.
Before I congratulate our new leader, Rotarian Douglas, I'd like to congratulate our outgoing president, Rotarian Obo Katandi Gabriel. It's been a wonderful year, a year full of inspiration. We've done a number of projects that go out to change people's lives, projects that go on to inspire the world. And it's what our Rotary Club has been doing for the last 30 years, doing projects that touch people's hearts. And for you, my friend, Rotarian Douglas Sendagire Kabenge, I'd like to congratulate you. Congratulate you on becoming our next president. President Douglas, you're a great leader. Go out and implement it. Let's end this year not only connecting the world, but let us really show that Muyenga is the leader. Again, I congratulate you and I wish you all the best. You can be assured that we shall be there to support you. All the best.
Congratulations, Douglas. Unfortunately, I will not be around because I'm leading a Rotary Friendship Exchange team to Wisconsin, USA on the 18th. I feel so sad that I will not be there on such a big occasion when we are celebrating change of leadership in my club. But I have a message or two. One is our club kick-started a very big campaign of seeing more helping hands coming to our club, and that is increase in membership. Let's have a strategy of seeing every member at least bringing one.
President Douglas, this is the moment of truth, your year of service. By now, you should know what your handover speech will look like. We've planned together, and I hope that we can impact on humanity together. Let us connect the world, let us serve humanity, and I wish you all the very best during this year of service.